Got some really cool stuff over here.
So yeah, I mean, we're kind of winter now. Salsify right here, otherwise known as oyster root. We have some black trumpet mushrooms.
To go back to the salsify for a minute.
Yeah.
Why is it called oyster root? Because it kind of tastes like oysters?
Well, it tastes like a cross between, think of it as a cross between like artichokes and salsify. So a lot of people think that tastes like oysters.
Interesting.
But these black roots, once you peel it down, nice and white. I love it.
Where can you buy that? Just as a regular consumer?
I would think Whole Foods would be a great place for it.
Specialty markets.
Yeah, the Reading Terminal Market I know carries it a lot of time.
Okay.
Sometimes you can find it in the Italian market. Right now is the perfect time for salsify. So we're just going to cook it from raw in butter because we are a French restaurant.
Does it take a long time to cook up, like a root vegetable?
Not really.
No?
Yeah, like a root vegetable, but it's a relatively small root vegetable. So let's get this one going too.
Got a
Don't get me wrong, we're going to
nice
drain off this butter when we're done. You're not going to have to eat that whole thing.
I mean, I would.
So, salsify's going. These are royal trumpet mushrooms.
Beautiful.
Which I like.
Punnett square?
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect. Get those a quick
So big
sear.
and meaty.
Yeah. They remind me of, the first time I had one, I was like, wow, it tastes like duck flesh. Like when you eat like duck breast.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
It's the first thing I thought of. They're still one of my favorite mushrooms.
Do you remember the first time you've had a lot of things? A lot of different foods?
Yeah, I try to. I mean, you kind of try to make that association
Sure.
between what you're doing, why you're doing it, and where it's coming from. I remember a lot of my formative years were spent at the old Brasserie Perrier or Le Bec Fin.
Yep.
So that's where I got to experience a lot about, you know, French food and what I wanted to kind of do with myself and my own cooking career.
Great caramelization on those mushrooms. I notice you're not really crowding the pan with all the vegetables at once.
No, we're going to slowly add things.
Is that because they cook in different times, or really so you can get that
so it's like the mushrooms
caramelization?
take the longest. These already got poached in a little bit of olive oil at the restaurant.
All right.
So we're just adding a little bit. Same thing. We took these chestnuts here and slowly cooked them in some duck fat.
I was wondering what that fat was on the outside. Yum. I love chestnuts.
Yeah.
So you roast them in the shell first and then take them out and cook them in the duck fat? Okay.
Yep. So I actually added a little bit of quince to this ragu. This is quince that was poached in a little bit of simple syrup. It's like a combination, think of it as like a cross between a pear and an apple.
Also not a fruit that you see very often around here.
No. Last thing, black trumpet mushrooms. Again, from around here. Just take the bottom off of that real quick.
Bottom's a little tough?
Bottom's a little tough. You want to, I went through these already, but when you're dealing with black trumpet mushrooms, you certainly want to like take off the bottom and then look through the center. And these grow around pine trees. So once in a while you'll find a pine needle in there. All right, so we have this nice kind of ragu.
Wow.
Of really deeply caramelized.
Big time.
Winter vegetables. Where did I go? Right here. Watch out, it's hot. All right, this is just a little bit of, this is more royal trumpet mushrooms from earlier. All right. That just got pureed with a little bit of onion. We're gonna warm that up.
So that's it, just onion and mushroom puree?
Yeah,
wow.
Onion and mushroom puree cooked down. Onions have a lot of body to them. So